So I have been hyping Tower of Fantasy for wow, like a year and 2 years at this juncture, and I did a video just yesterday talking about how both MRSSSTIX and I actually managed to get into the upcoming closed beta test that is going to take place at the end of this month. We are going to be streaming this over on our Twitch channel, so if you're not already following us there, then you better, because I mean, you're gonna miss out on an opportunity of a lifetime here to either get to play alongside us or to see this in real time. Quick shout out to our patrons over on Patreon. This allows you to directly support us if you're interested. Every patron will have their name appear at the beginning of every single YouTube video, and you'll be immortalized in the MMO genre forever. And we're genuinely excited to both be able to get into this and to play a different class and showcase various different aspects of the game. But either way, there was a brand new trailer released alongside the announcement of Tower of Fantasy 2.0. Yeah, 2.0. And admittedly, I don't really know what that entails. I know Tower of Fantasy really didn't have the greatest of launches when it launched a few months ago over in China. They were accused of plagiarism. They were accused, well, actually the plagiarism accusation was legitimate. They blamed someone else for the plagiarism, but as a company, you need to own that. You need to take responsibility for outsourcing trailers that you have that are professionally designed specifically to advertise your game. But disregarding plagiarism accusations, they have had bugs, they have had duplication issues, they have had a plethora of issues with their game. But from what I've seen, from what I've read, and from what I've heard, a lot of the game has been improved. They have been overhauling various different aspects of the game, and since I can't really find much information specifically pertaining to 2.0 online, I'm guessing 2.0, well, I did actually notice, or I found online that they are holding a brand new event with new characters in 2.0, but I'm assuming 2.0 is kind of a culmination of various different efforts to realize a vision for the game that they had before they had to rush the release. Now, the 2.0 trailer, I have not watched yet. I'm not sure what specifically is going to be in it. I'm hoping we get to see some of the new improved gameplay, some of the new areas that are going to be implemented, but oh, I just realized I didn't have my headset plugged in. You know that a content creator is professional when they set up absolutely nothing before going ahead and actually recording their video. So I believe this is one of the new characters. They have the thigh thickness to thigh like stocking ratio thing absolutely perfected. Okay, we see some weird camel things. These areas are looking really good. I guess there wasn't a desert region in the game upon its release in China. Man, that oasis looks sick. God, the character models in this game look so good. For an anime MMO, I mean. Some story, cutscenes. Can we just take a moment here to appreciate the camera angles that they were utilizing when they were like hover biking through the wasteland? Like, instead of going like first person, instead of going like over the top, we literally, it is as if we were 2 feet behind them and at their butt level. Just throughout that entire thing, I'm just thinking to myself, What kind of camera angle is this? And I can't be the only one that was thinking that, right? Oh. Whoa, she looks kind of reminds me of one of the characters from Akame ga Kill. No, not Akame ga Kill. Sorry. Oh god. Oh man, I forget the name. Wait. Can we? How are we gonna be able to focus on the game when that is what we're gonna see when running around? There is no way. There's absolutely no way that we're gonna be able to focus on the game. Why would you put that? How is that? Come on. You know what? The developers, they really know their audience. They looked at what Genshin Impact players love about Genshin Impact and that MiHoYo removed from Genshin Impact, and they're like, yeah, if we want to be successful, that right there, that is what we gotta go with. We have to emphasize the assets of the characters that Genshin removed from their game. That way we can get a chunk of the players that love those specific aspects of Genshin. These guys are brilliant. Man. Oh, this must be like one of the main towns. Wow. Yeah, that's what I do up there too. I stand. Okay, in retrospect, no, that is not what I would do. I would not condone doing that. Nope, definitely 100% not. No, that is not at all something that I would ever do. Atop a giant. I don't even know what she was atop. But wow, look at those characters. Don't they look impressive? So I guess they're some of the characters that were introduced specifically with the 2.0 update. I don't see any info about the 2.0 update on the screen though. Now, you gotta admit that trailer, while it didn't necessarily showcase any kind of like full in-game overhauls. I'm not honestly sure if that was due to the fact that those overhauls are not yet ready. Maybe they are ready, but they just didn't have the time to implement them in a trailer yet. Maybe they don't want to implement them in a trailer because the overhauls aren't nearly as significant as some of us might believe they are. But like, I know that's a trailer, and I know you shouldn't necessarily get too excited for trailers, but I've always been the kind of guy that sees a trailer and then thinks to themselves, wow, that looked really sick, and then proceeds to get really excited for a game. Now, I'm also the kind of guy that can appreciate trailers ahead of the release of a game, and then I can appreciate the game for what it is without necessarily comparing the game to the trailer. I'm not overly critical of games. I don't like to consider myself like a game critic or a game journalist. What I like to do is I like to read stuff. I then like to kind of compartmentalize everything and focus all of my attention into making it a source of information that is as easily digestible as possible, and then relaying all of that information to the community, to all of you guys, which, you know what, I guess is technically like a form of reporting, but again, I don't like to classify myself as one because I really don't think that I do a very professional job of it. I find as much information as I can, and then I read it and I talk about it because it's something that interests me. And Tower of Fantasy, I know, is not necessarily a game that's going to interest everyone. I know that there are a lot of people that are sitting there thinking to themselves, hey, you know what? This game right here, this game is going to be the Genshin Impact killer. This is going to be direct competition for Genshin Impact. This is going to either kill Genshin Impact or it's going to flop, because there are only really two different things a game that looks like Genshin Impact, that plays like Genshin Impact can do. It can either be direct competition and a direct rival for Genshin Impact and potentially topple Genshin Impact, or it fails. I don't know why this is the mentality that players have. I do not understand why we necessarily need to compare games to one another. I don't see why two different games that look similar, have similar themes, have similar aesthetics, and have similar types of gameplay can't coexist with one another. Just like PlayStation and Xbox, I don't see why we can't enjoy both different types of consoles, or PC and console and mobile devices. I don't see why we can't just enjoy playing on whatever platform we enjoy playing on without attacking and criticizing one another. So again, I know there are going to be a lot of people that are, and I know I'm talking really fast here.
I've had a lot of caffeine today. So
I know there are going to be a lot of people that are sitting there thinking to themselves, how is this going to compare to Genshin Impact? And on the one hand, Genshin Impact is an anime RPG. It is an open world anime RPG. There are no MMO aspects of the game. There is a 4-player multiplayer function built into Genshin Impact. This does not have 4-player multiplayer co-op. This is supposedly like a full MMO, or as close to an MMO as you can get on mobile. I played a lot of mobile MMOs. Mobile MMOs that are on the mobile platform are all absolutely terrible. I've yet to play one that I legitimately think is of PC quality. Now, because they are such contrastingly different types of games, I really don't see how one could drastically affect the other. They are different games. They have different gameplay loops. They're gonna have a lot of different mechanics. And honestly, with the monolithic success that Genshin has been, with the, I don't know, tens if not hundreds of millions of players that game has, no, if Tower Fantasy was to be direct competition for Genshin Impact, then it is not going to live up to it. It can't. It's not nearly as big budget game. It is not. I mean, I haven't played it. I'm expecting and anticipating playing it in the next couple weeks, but I don't feel like it's as polished as Genshin Impact is yet. But that's based off of my 1.0 impressions. They might have overhauled a lot in 2.0 and made a lot of alterations to the game that might drastically change my opinion. And I am more than happy doing a dedicated video on all of my thoughts, all of my impressions at the end of this month. But this is an anime MMO. Genshin Impact is not, Blue Protocol is, but then at the same time, Blue Protocol is a PC exclusive, where this is PC, this is mobile, and hopefully in the near future, console as well. So a game that is built specifically for console, a game that is built specifically for PC, and a game that is built for cross-play functionality between all 3 platforms, including mobile, is going to be of a completely different quality, a completely different caliber of game. We can compare all 3 games, Genshin, Blue Protocol, and Tower Fantasy if we want to, but it's pointless because they have different budgets, they have different developers, and they are all different types of games. Am I excited for all 3 of them? I mean, I play Genshin, so I have fun with that. I'm very excited about Tower Fantasy. I'm very excited about Blue Protocol. I hope all of them continue to grow, continue to flourish, and they all have their own large respective communities that enjoy playing them. Now, if you want more information about the beta test, like I said earlier, I did a video yesterday specifically pertaining to that. Go ahead, click this video over here, and yeah, hopefully we see you over on Twitch soon.